All right, hello everyone. Oh, I hear myself with echo. What is that? Why I hear myself? Is my voice coming with echo? For some reason, I hear an echo. Huh. How is the sound coming to you guys? Do you hear me twice? There's an echo because I'm speaking to you from the sky of Allah. Jibreel is with me. How are you, Jibreel? Are you okay? What is that donkey with you? Oh, this is Al-Buraq. Jibreel is going to deliver Al-Buraq. Like what? Like, are you sure? Are you okay? Let us fix this echo. All right. I don't know what happened. Let me try to fix it. What is this? Okay, maybe now will work. Let us see. You like it, don't you? I'm trying to see what happened, why I'm hearing myself. Okay, hold on. What I did? Now I know what I did. Okay, now I think here we go. I fix it. But now I know what how to do this because you know the Muhammadan they love the echo. Now there is no echo, right? But Muhammadan, if you go to their program speaking about Allah, you will see always this echo. They worship it. You know, they love it. Look, look. I will give you an example. When the Prophet he went to the seventh heaven, he saw the virgins, a lot of virgins, no clothing, with big balloon. Allahu Akbar. The heaven of Allah is full of honey and women and wine, but there's no beer, no beer. Takbir. Okay, enough of this garbage. By the way, this is happened by mistake. I was trying to fix the sound because some of you said the sound is coming from one speaker. I don't know. No, I don't know why. So I said maybe in the setting there is something wrong. So I changed some of the setting, but look what happened. We turned to be an echo. All right, guys. Thank you very much for being here. May the Lord bless you. And today we will not talk about the garbage of Momo and Fufu and Susu. Good morning for those who are good morning, and good evening for those who are in America. And I am in America. Now, somebody saying you admitted your jokes are garbage. Yes, Mr. Don, I admitted. I mean, look at this Don, he's very smart, honestly. I admitted that my jokes are garbage. You know, I don't want to change topic, but let me show you one of my jokes. The Prophet said, if Don raise his head before the Imam, Allah will turn his head into a head of a donkey. Don, do you think this is a joke? Or Allah was speaking about you specifically? Hello? Hold on, I think you did not get it. I have to fix something for you so you can understand exactly what I am trying to say to you. Now I will read the hadith for you, and I'm sure you will hear me very well. Prophet Muhammad said, does the one who raises his head before the Imam not fear that Allah may turn his head into the head of a donkey? Prophet Muhammad, philosophy and superstition. Okay, this is the end of the joke. Do you like it, Dawn? Dawn, do you like it? Be honest with me. I mean, you cannot make fun of this joke now. Come on. I mean, this is not a joke. This is serious. I want you, the first time you pray behind the Imam, to lift your head. Actually, no, hold on. I have to say it with echo. I cannot say it like this. This is something very serious. We cannot play with serious. You know, we have to be, come on. I want you to take a selfie before and after. Before you raise your head and after you raise your head. Okay. And guess what? I think nothing will change, because you were a donkey before you raise your head and you are a donkey after you raise your head. So in your case, nothing will change. And this is why the prophet here will not, I mean, you will not be any help for the prophet, because how he proved his point? We have to have a change, but not in your case, because you were a donkey, and what? You will become a donkey? Like, hello? Hello? Look how he hide now. He don't want to talk about anything. No, there is, you know, he told them, like, you know, read the prayer. You know, the guy, he is between the legs of his wife, eating walnut and playing, you know, like shish kebab, hummus. You know, he don't do anything. You know, the one who called for the adhan is the slave. The one who lead the imam, the prayer, is somebody else. And Muhammad is playing with Aisha. Anyway, hello everyone. How is everybody? He said it's not him. Okay, it's not him. Who cares? Still, he is a coward. Actually, I for sure I think it's not him, because this guy, he is brave to call this potato. He don't call, but people say it's him, and his sound close to it, by the way. But anyway, I mean, I just posted there. It's him or not will not make any difference. Can he make it? Can he do better? No, he cannot. He's a potato. This is why he don't call. Now, we don't want to talk about Muhammad and his stupid stuff and the garbage. But I like this picture. Anyone notice what is nice about this picture? What is really nice for you guys? What is grab your attention in this picture? What is nice about it? I want to read people comment, because, you know, there is something I would like you to practice. Is to focus on something, like a picture as an example, and try to find out what is the best for you in this picture, because that will tell you a lot about yourself. So I'm going to open my Skype actually, and we will take calls from Christians only this time, because always we give a chance for the Muslims. Poor Christian, they don't get their chance to call me, which is not fair, right? So I will open my Skype, and the one who would like to call us and share with us what you think about this picture. We will put pictures, this is not the only one, because each picture is going to show us something different. Let us see. I'm logging in my Skype. And don't call me, please. Just text me. Tell me in text. Call me and I will call you. The reason I'm saying that, because we don't want people to overlap each other, keep calling when we are talking, you know. Just text me and we will call you base, like first come, first serve. This way nobody get upset and we don't take a call over somebody else. All right. Now my Skype is open. Tomorrow is my birthday. Do you think you could give me a present by telling me about what is birthday? What does your birthday have to do with the chair of with the verse of the chair or chapter of the chair? It's a chair. Just guys, just please. Oh, this is a Muslim. Somebody saying that Fifi, he accepted my debate challenge. So why he don't call me? I'm live. We can do it even right now. Watch his video. I'm not going to watch any video. Call me. Here we go. Then he accepted the debated talent. I mean, this is a kid drama. We are going to debate about a debate. Just call me anytime. Don't tell me he accepted. Just call. Be a man. All right. Guys, don't call. Please just text me. I will call you. All right. I'm waiting for text. All right. I see until now no text. Only I see people adding me to Skype. Happy birthday? What birthday? What birthday? I don't know even when I was born. I was born a long time ago. Nobody knows. You know, like before the museum was established. Long time ago. Hi CP, want to work late this morning because of you. Okay, Dominic, thank you. All right. So who would like to share with us what you like about this picture? Anyone? Nobody is calling because, I mean, texting, because that will make, maybe will lead to analyzation. Analyzation? What kind of English is that? To analyze your personality. My mom would know. I'm sure my mom would know, but she is hiding the truth from me. Because, you know, my mom is not like the mother of the Prophet Muhammad. She told him everything. She told him that there's a light came from, you know, obviously there's no light in my case. So what do you think, guys? Call me. All right, we have somebody. While calling someone. Let us see. Hello?
Yeah. Hello.
Yes, you are live on air. What do you like to say to us?
Hello.
Yes, you are live on air. I hear you.
Can you hear me?
I do hear you. Go ahead. Hello? Okay, well, he have a bad connection. Next. Anyone else? I like how the tree is basic in the middle of the water. Okay, this person is calling again. Let us see. Give him a chance. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, you are live on air. What do you want to say?
Yeah. Hi. That place, brother.
Sorry?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Go ahead.
Can you hear me?
I do hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. Hi. Yes, I'm from Indonesia.
All right, my friend, you're welcome.
Yeah, I think connection is not very good.
I understand.
Yeah, breaking up sound.
Okay. Well, try to tell us what you like to say, and I hear you. No,
Uh,
don't worry. Don't worry about me hearing. I mean, just talk. Tell
yeah.
us. Tell us what you like to say.
Okay, I think the picture is no, 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 no. I'm just okay. I wanna say selamat pagi buat Indonesia,
Okay.
selamat malam Amerika dan ya bagian lain dunia Eropa terutama. Uh, God bless everyone. Okay, I think about the picture is I don't know. Maybe it's in some tree in the middle of a lake.
Okay, but what does that mean to you? If there is something you like about it,
Yeah.
okay. What do you like about it?
Yeah, very peaceful indeed.
Very peaceful. So for you, you find peace in this
I think
picture.
it's very peaceful. Yeah. Yeah, I think
Hmm.
so.
Okay. Okay. Anything else you like it?
I can hear you. It's breaking out.
All right. Okay. So we got your answer, my friend. Thank you very much for calling. God bless. Thank you. Yeah. Well, I know he have a bad. See here, like each one of us will see something unique for him in the picture. Our friend here, our brother from Indonesia, he said it's peaceful. This is what he see. He see like a very relaxation. The water is so smooth. It's very nice as how quiet it is. So quiet, as we understand from him, is peace. He liked the peace of it. Who else want to tell us what he liked in this picture? There is somebody was I was reading his comment. If you can post your comment, please. I lost you. We received a call and we. What else, you guys, you can share with me? What do you like about this picture? So the first point it was peace. Why Pamela is very beautiful? What make it beautiful for you? I see the tree of life and the river of life. What does that mean in time prophecy? What do you mean by I see the tree of life? Do you like to call me and explain to us more? Someone he see it as a swamp. It looked like a swamp. Katie or Cathy, she see it as a swamp. That's interesting. Okay. I see lowliness. That's interesting too. Lowliness. Here, guys, if you look at the comment, you see that everyone he sees something different. Isn't it amazing? The same picture. Someone he see it as being lonely, loneliness. The other person see it as a swamp. The other one he saw it as power of life. The other one he sees creation. Someone sees calm river. But how come all of us we look at the same picture, but we see something different? Peaceful island. Why we see things differently? Why we are not seeing, we are looking at the same picture, but each one of us, he sees something the rest don't see. I see a bird take a rest. That's interesting too. It can be a rest station for a bird in the middle of this water. Wonderful. Actually, it can be maybe a secure refuge for the bird, because here there is a very less little predator. They can go there and hunt them like cats, etc. What else? Mm. Remind me of cats your bread upon the water. Cast your bread, sorry, cast your bread upon the water. You never know where God's word will reach. He will make it grow in the most unlikely places. This is an interesting quote. Let us read this person. The old one, he said this. I'm going to show his text. Remind me of cast your bread upon the water. You never know where God's word will reach, and he will make it grow in the most unlikely places, even in a small piece of good soil. That's very interesting, actually. Actually, this is here very spiritual. So, you know, either we see things in a spiritual way, or we see things reflect our, let us say, position in life. As we heard, this is being lonely, loneliness. This is the power of life, power of creation. Everyone have a different answer. The reason we have different answers is because God, he gave us a great gift. And that gift is that we adjust the image to make it as we want it to be, even though it's the same image. You know what I mean? All of us, we are looking at the same image, but each one of us, he see different thing, because God, he gave us ability to see things which is within us. When we see this as like being lonely, like loneliness, I don't know if I'm saying the word correctly, but why it is loneliness? I mean, why this is lonely? Is it because it's alone there in the middle of the water? But if you look at the tree have many branches, it's flourishing, it's happy. It doesn't sound lonely. You see, the word lonely is somebody is like forced to be lonely. You know what I mean? He is forced to be, not someone he chooses to be. So, lonely will be stressed, will be unhappy, will be angry. What we see in this picture have nothing to do with lonely, actually. It is flourishing. Actually, this tree, there's no competition with it. Nobody fighting with it over light or water. You know what I mean? So everything you see is depend how you want to see it, based on your situation. Somebody asking me a question had nothing to do with topic, saying this is about Muhammad. CP, if Jesus is sinless, then why Muhammad is the greatest according to the Quran? Because he is the one who fabricated the Quran. So what you can say? I mean, I made a book about myself, saying I'm the greatest. Anyway, let us go back to the topic. Garbage in, garbage out. So, the same picture, different description, different way of explanation, different way of understanding. The way you understand this picture is you. That is you. You can write down what you think about this picture and think about what you wrote down. And look, you know, we focus in the most, let us say, interesting appearance, that this picture is alone in the middle of the water. But there's many things in this picture nobody even see. Nobody noticed. As an example, this tree is in a small tiny spot, but is spread in its branches away from the base. The hands is growing, reaching out. The leaf of the tree is happy. A lot of air, a lot of light. And look at this background lighting. It's like a magical scene. So everything in this picture is happy. But for someone who don't like to be lonely, he see this as lonely. Somebody suffering from being alone, he see it as lonely. Or somebody is not suffering from it maybe, but he's scared to be alone. Because many of us, they cannot really handle to be alone. You know, you need people around you. If you're alone, you might go crazy. Let us see. Somebody is trying to call. We said just text me. I will call you back, my friend. Just text me and I will call you back, please. Okay, let us see. Okay, we have somebody. I will take you by order. Please don't call me, just text me. Okay, here we go. I see actually many people calling, they're asking for call. Let us start with the oldest between you in the list. What happened to this name? Disappear. There is a person trying to call. Suddenly the name disappear in my Skype. The one, his name start with Olive. I'm not going to say the whole name. Just text me again so I can see you, please, and I will call you. For some reason, your Skype removed your text. I'm not sure what happened. Let us see this person. Okay, here. Yeah, Eric, just text me in Skype, please, my friend. You said your wife is a Muslim. I will be happy to talk to you. But maybe not tonight because, you know, it's really late. And by the time I finish, it's going to be extremely late. No, it's not working. It says that you are... It says you are not online. Let me try one more time. Okay, well, I don't know. I tried many times, but it's not working. Okay, let us see this person here. Oh, okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. I will try one more time. Here we go. It's working now.
Hello.
Yes, hello. How are you? Hello?
Hello.
Yes, I hear you. Go ahead.
Hi, CP.
How are you?
It's me and my husband sitting here listening to you.
Welcome.
God bless you. We love you.
Thank you very much.
We see the picture and we see that's a beautiful picture.
Okay.
I don't know. It's kind of like a nice tree that you see the reflection in the water.
Okay.
And then you see the rain and it looks like a waterfall in the background.
Yeah, maybe you're right.
But,
okay.
Yeah.
CP, my wife listens to you all the time. She's originally from Iran. And she lived among many Muslims.
All right.
And she she finds it very, she's just thrilled with your mission and what you're able to accomplish.
Thank you, my friend. I'm happy to have you, both of you. I pray that the Lord will bless your family and will give you the best to come.
Thank you so much. You too, and thank you for everything that you do.
Thank you. Anything else you want to share about the picture?
The picture is, I see like the reflection in the reflection of the tree in the water, which I think it's very interesting, and it looks like it's upside down. Like you see the root on the top. I don't know, those leaves, they look like the root of the tree. Mm-hmm. And the waterfall or the rain in the background. It looks really amazing.
All right. Well, thank you very much.
That's it. You're welcome. It was nice talking
do your husband want to say anything about the picture, or he have no comment?
Well, actually, I haven't looked at the picture. Ida was looking at the picture, so I can't comment at all.
All right, no problem. Well, thank you both for calling. I'm happy to hear your voice.
Yeah, same here. Thank you.
Thank you, CP.
Take care. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Actually, look, you see, it's very nice to see a very beautiful couple, married and happy, sitting together. They have the same interest. And I see both of them are the same as that tree at this moment in their own house. And they have all the beautiful things they need. You see, it's very beautiful to have a companion who you both enjoy. What do you do together? Not like, well, I like to do this, she don't like it. So it's very beautiful. And this tree actually, for me, it shows something very important. It's a unity. That everything in the tree is in total agreement with each other. To the point it's making able, or let us say, it able the tree to be in balance, even though it should be weak because there's not too much soil there. Everything is water, but look, the tree is standing firm, happy, even though it's a small, tiny ground. To the point, even the roots, they are coming from the ground and they are appearing. So sometimes we judge a tree by the roots, that to be weak. But this tree must be very powerful to be able to survive in the middle of nowhere. No other tree there. She is by herself, if I can say the word she. And the sister who called us, she said very interesting thing. Look, not even one of us was able to mention that there is like a waterfall behind. Because if you look at this color is strange. And here you notice that somebody was able to see something we did not see. Yet again, all of us, we are seeing the same picture. And the reason for that, because this picture, in order to understand it, you have to be in a situation. That situation can be changed. Which means, if you are angry, your answer about this picture will be different. If you are happy, will be different. If you are so-so, will be different. If you are bored, if you are, so depend on your situation, like the one who says lonely. And here there is something amazing God He gave us. You see, we have 4 Gospels reporting the same picture. But each one of them, He give us description which is not in the other Gospel. What does that mean? Is that like a contradiction? No. Details which is the other one did not mention. The same right now as we are talking about the same exact picture. Our sister here, she mentioned the background. One of you mentioned the lonely. The other one who mentioned relaxation, peaceful. So God, He gave us gift, and the gift is to see what someone else don't see. And someone else will see which I don't see. Which means it's very important for us to learn that it's not just to take a picture and see it as we see it only. We should try to see how others they see it and try to understand what they want and why they are seeing it this way. I will change the picture in the screen so we can explore ourselves a little bit. Let us see. Let me get the other picture. There is many things, you know, in life around us. We see them, but they don't really mean much unless we focus a little bit. I found this picture is interesting. Very interesting. What do you think? Here you see actually the first thing I see is the power of God. I mean, it's amazing how beautiful his art. This is an art. Nobody can create, nobody can make an art like this. But what made this picture so beautiful? What do we see in it to make it beautiful? In other words, how we see what is a beauty? What is a beauty? How you define beauty for you? For me, I see it beautiful, very beautiful, extremely beautiful. But you know, if you look at this piece of rock, or let's say little tiny hill or mountain, if you see it in different place, I mean, it would not make any difference for you. You would not even notice it. But the existence of those things here give the picture a special fingerprint. Let us say unique. Otherwise, you might find so many of those close to your city or town, and they are endless and they mean nothing to you. And then, if you look, let me see first the cloud. I mean the comment. Maybe I can quote something. Marjana, she is saying, or he, I don't know, Marjana is a lady or a gentleman, said, the power of God, the light of life, coming through the cloud is like renewal of life. That's very interesting. The power of God, the light of life, coming through the cloud is like renewal of life. Very interesting. Very, actually, harmony explanation. Yasunon saying light on dark cloud. Very interesting. Light and dark cloud. It looked like this cloud is trying to make a blanket over the sea, but yet this light struggled to go through and was able to go through. Fataja 145 saying, I see the sunlight as God and the small mountain as people trying to reach God. And every time we seek and pray, the mountain, which is people, get bigger and closer to God. Very interesting. Very interesting. What else? Beauty of God creation. There is always light at the end of the tunnel. Smile. That's good. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. But look again. I can imagine Fides saying, I can imagine Christ showing in the cloud. Actually, the Bible says something very, close to this. But do you notice here there is something, there is a bright spot in the picture? Anyone notice the bright spot? Alto is saying it's look like the Trinity. It's hope even in the dark, George Dominic said. Look with me here. And by the way, I did not choose those pictures before. I just look now and, I look wherever it is coming the way. Look at this spot here. Do you see something strange? Isn't it really strange? Very strange. If we do not know the nature, we will think that there is something there. You know what I mean? We will think that there is something shiny in that spot. And that shiny thing, the light is coming from down, not from above. Is it true? Look how shiny. It is shiny more than the sky itself. Fir is saying this is the sun. I understand this is the sun, but you notice that it is more shiny. Oh, the sun is here, right? This is the sun. But in the picture, this spot here is more shiny from the original sun. How that can be? How a reflection can be more shiny than the original? Reflection of the light, reflection bounce, reflection, okay, we know it's reflection. But isn't it amazing that the reflection is more shiny than the sun? You see, Iboni saying the tree remind me of Psalm chapter 1 verse number 3. That's a very good thinking. Okay, we can go back to the tree later. You see, every one of us can see many things, but what I see here, that reborn again from the water, the light come down, and then this light is reborn again, which we call it reflection, coming from the water, shining back at the sky. So the light came down to earth. In the earth, there is a liquid, it's called water. This liquid observes the light, and the light go through it. And this liquid then reflect the light again and make it powerful. It's like baptism. The light come to us, we get baptized, and then we reflect the light of God in everything around us. Even though this is not our light, we are not the origin, we are not the original, we are not God, we are just His creation. But God is so powerful in His creation to make such a weak water. I mean, how weak can be? Who is more weak than the water? But in fact, the water is the most powerful element in this earth. But it's weak. I mean, you can put your hand through it and you can cut it easy. It's weaker than cheese. But water is very powerful. So this water, who is very weak, receive the light and then send the light back. And the light come back from the water as really as if it's a source of light. And this is exactly how the Word of God works. It come to us, and then it go back, and it give its light. It go in the dark, and the dark became shiny. If you notice with me here, with this light is not coming only in a spot. The light is coming in many spots. Actually, there's a light which maybe we don't even notice, coming all the way here. Do you see this area here? Let me draw let me draw a line. Do you see this area? There's a light coming here. So it's like a gate. When the Messiah, he said, I am the door, and nobody can come to the Father but by me. So this is the gate, and the light is in front of us. And the purpose of the light is to give us the guideline where to walk, so we don't get out. And that is the teaching of Christ and the Bible. So the gate is in front of us. The road is clear. What is missing is how we can reach from here, from this point, all the way to this point, where is heaven. This is very close to what is written in the book of Revelation about how the Lord, he will take us to him. How he will come in the glory of, with his glory of his angels over the cloud. The Messiah, he said, I am the light. And what kind of light he is talking about? It's just a light just to see, and light, normal light, or he is the light of the way. Very beautiful picture, showing us the ability and the power of God, showing us the beauty of God. In the same time, it's showing us a lot of energy. Very powerful energy. This energy can be very, very aggressive. But look how relaxing it is. But time will come, my friend, and the energy which you think it is just relaxing is going to destroy the evil. Many, they think that Christians are weak because they don't use their energy for evil. Many, they think that Christians, because they believe in peace and love, that make them weak, as the book of the Muhammadan teach them. But the fact, that is nothing but power. You see, when you are a person who is in confidence, you always relax, because you are in control. The one who is weak is the one who uses violence. And the one who relaxes, he will have patience, and more patient, a lot of patience. But then the Lord, after all the patience he gave us, he will say, your time is up. I gave you the time, and now it's time for you to pay for your crimes. So this beauty, which is presenting God for us, the cloud, the sun, the light, the colors, all of this is nothing but power, amazing power of the Creator. That power, we should understand that yes, it's very beautiful, it's very loving, but there's a time where this beautiful, loving power is going to seek justice. It's like human being is like somebody, he abused the nature. He started cutting trees, throwing garbage in the beach, in the water, spreading dirt everywhere. All what he cares is just some joy, and he don't care what will happen. So human being, this is what he do, generally speaking. God, he gave us this beautiful earth, and then we abuse it. And he gave us our body, and we abuse it with sin and drugs and garbage and madness and smoking. I mean, all of this, you are harming God, actually. Not only harming yourself, because God, he gave you a body not to burn it by a cigarette or by drugs, or to be a crazy drunk person who kill himself and burn his money. So this nature here is so beautiful, but this nature is going to collect the fingerprint of us, which means it's like, you know, God, he have a file for every one of us with his fingerprint. What we did in this nature, he gave us all of this. The time will come, and then he will say, okay, I gave you this beauty, and what you did. I gave you life, what you did. I gave you children, even though I kicked you out from heaven, still I blessed you with not to die and not to be gone. You see, when God, he punished Adam and Eve. Giving birth is painful, but this pain brought something beautiful to the mother, a child she loved to death. So God, he tried to help us. We broke the balance. We broke the heaven. We broke the order. We get out of heaven. Yet he replaced us with heaven. And then we go down. Instead of keeping it as heaven, we make it dirty. We make it filthy. We spread the crimes. And we hurt people. And then we think we are controlling the earth by a power we own. But all of this one day is going to disappear. I love really this picture. Very beautiful and very, very telling. Very telling. Anyone else want to say something? Let me see Skype if somebody texting when I call. Okay. All right. Somebody text me. He said he don't want me to call. No problem. Yeah, he agreed with something I said. Okay. Here. Somebody's saying here that that tree remind him. He made a video about a tree picture today. It's reminding me of a famous Norwegian painting. It's called Birch Tree. Maybe you want to say birth, I don't know. Birch tree in a storm. All right. Somebody's saying to me, call me, and then he says to me, don't call. All right. Call me, don't call. No problem. So actually, you know, I don't know. Do you like? Do you like this idea of looking at pictures, all of us, and try to study what we see? This is not something, you know. It's good to do it in a group, by the way. It's something very useful as a training for your brain. At the same time, it can give you relaxation. But I'm going to change now the scene, and I will try to find a human being, and I will try to see what we see in this human being, how we see other people around us, what we see on them. Let me try to find something. Again, I did not prepare those pictures. I'm just looking right now in the spot when I'm talking to you. Let me turn it off so I can look. I will search in the search engine for a human. Let us see. I see in every person there is something very interesting. Let us take first this brother here. I will put the picture in the screen. What we see in this person. What you guys can see. But there is something you can see. It's a very simple picture, just a man wearing his hat. But for me, I look at the face, I look at the eyes, I look at the smile. What do you see in this person? Happiness. That's very good. Happiness. Honesty. Wonderful. I love it actually. Happiness and honesty. What else? Life fully lived. Wonderful. Look at those guys. Peace. That's true. The guy is enjoying peace. What else? He has a history to tell, absolutely. Humble. Wonderful. Simple man. Smile eyes. Content. Wisdom. Kindness. Wow. I see that person has had tough life, but he look grateful. That is the best of the comment. Said by Mr. Basic. I see that person he had a tough life, but look grateful. All of you gave amazing actually description. I wasn't really expecting that much of description of this picture. Look at this guy. I mean, it's really very, very telling picture. Very, very, very special feature in this person. His eyes, his smile, his attitude, everything about him is very special. And it's true, everything all of you said. He have history to tell. He have a tough life. Actually, you can see he's maybe tired, but still he is very, very calm and happy. He is happy and calm despite life experience. Each of his face, the eyes are both happy and sad. He look satisfied. That's what the old one said. Very expressive. Now, how many of us we would like to sit next to this person and try to have a nice conversation with him? Me, myself, I would love to. Right? You see, God, He gave us, let us say, many things to tell about us. One of the things is face. And the face is not about, I mean, some people, they look for certain things in a face. But there's things in a face you cannot deny. Things which is really making the person beautiful, regardless how we look like, even if you look like me, which is very scary. This person here, he looked very good, very nice, very happy, very humble, very relaxing, and he has worry-free. And God knows, maybe he's just a poor man here, nothing. But this person is like, you know, like that tree relaxing in the middle of the water. And he don't care about the rest. Very beautiful. Now here the question is, how we can be like this person when we get in his age? How I can have those relaxing features in my face one day when I'm in his age? How he was able to have them. That will be very interesting to talk to him and see what making him that, you know, having this relaxation, this peace. That will be interesting if we can have this person as a guest. Let us see another picture about a human being. And from there we will go and see the, like, you know, I mean, after we see in those pictures, what we learn from each picture. Look at this man. I'm trying to show all his face in the picture. Let's see. To put it for you on the screen. What do you think about this person? He have a long beard. His hair, let me try to make the picture, even though it's going to show too much out of the frame. What do you think? Scared? Mimi said he is scared. Angry one. Sad. Sorrow. Hard life. Homeless. Dislike on his face. This man, he have a very hard life and look very unhappy. Just woke up guy. That's funny one. Too much thinking. Not happy. Rough day. He have a bottle with something inside him. He have a bottle with something inside him. Okay. What else? What else you see? Blind, wrinkless, fear or sadness in his eyes. Hungry. I'm not sure about that hungry thing. Truthful, but still living. People like that are not hated. Full of worries. Okay. Now I will tell you what I see. Maybe none of you saw it. That is look like me. But I'm not sad. I try to get away from being serious. Thinking about things deeply. looking and concentrating in things as if you are out of this world. The one before him was very relaxed, which means he's not really worried about anything. He's just sitting, relaxing, happy. This guy his brain is like a nuke, is going harder and harder and harder to the point, look at those wrinkles in his face. Life can be very tough on you if you are a person who thinks a lot. Especially if you are thinking about others more than about you. Everybody relax except you. Everybody sleep except you. Somebody said, Sophia, she said a good word. Overthinking. This person is very serious. And he is not taking it easy. He's not taking it easy. So you see many of you start saying he is sad, sorrow. Maybe he's sorry for you, for me. You see, sometimes the look in our face about sorrow doesn't mean he is sorry for himself. Maybe he's sorry for this world, how crazy it is. How it became disgusting. Overthinking is something, and being a thinker is something else. You see, when you read the gospel, you will find that everyone who is mentioned in this gospel, they are very deep thinkers. Paul, Peter, I mean all the names without counting. This person, for me, he fit to be a disciple. Some of you see him as a homeless. I don't think he don't have a home. You see, the homeless is somebody who don't have a brain. And he is not thinking. Someone he have no worry. That is a homeless. He will worry about what? Especially if you are a homeless who live in the West, who decide to be homeless by yourself because you are lazy and you want to take drugs, you sleep under the bridge because you don't want to go to work, you don't want to have a normal life, so you decide to, be hippie. This guy, I don't think he's a hippie. I think this guy, maybe he accomplished a lot of things. Maybe not necessarily to be money. You see, because we are judging by the appearance, like, okay, look at his hair. So always we know when we look at the face of a person, like this person, we see negative things. None of us see something positive. But in fact, I see that this person have a lot of positive things. It's going to be very interesting to learn from him what he went through. Let us see one more picture and see how we think about it. You see, in the first picture we show you, it was very positive from you, all of you. But here it was the opposite. Almost all of you have a negative thought about this person. All right, we got something different here. What do you think about this man? Any thought? What do you think about this person? Hopeful, healthy, enjoying life, smile hunter, cheerful, brilliant, perhaps genius. Genius, okay. Sonia said, how are you, Sonia? I saw your video. You're a wonderful person. Welcome to our chat. I want to hug him. Okay. Old but fit and a sport guy. Okay. That's a good one. Grandchildren plenty. Happy person. I see my father on him. That's a wonderful statement. I see my father on him. That's amazing. Okay, but what make you think all of those positive things about this person? I mean, why we just change faces? The one before him, he was sad for you, angry. What happened? I mean, how we come to all this conclusion from a picture? A funny old man like to joke. Actually, yeah, I agree with you. His guy, he's really relaxed, and obviously he's very friendly, right? So look what happened. We are judging by the face that this person is very friendly, down to earth, humble. He's one of us. He's not somebody to show off. That's wonderful. But don't you think this is not fair? That we are saying all those positive things about a person we do not know just because of his face. The same we did exactly to the previous person. We said tons of negative things about him just because of his face. Now, how many of you agree that we should judge the person by his face? Someone asking, saying, well, you ask what do you think about him? Yes, I ask you what do you think about him. I'm seeking an answer. And the same now, I'm asking an answer, a question. Do you think it's fair to judge a person by his face? We should not do that, right? But all the ones we spoke about, we judged them by the face. So look what happened. Because a person, he have a friendly look, nice, let us say, attitude, you right away start giving your impression that he is friendly, he is nice. He might be a criminal. He might be a beast. The one we saw him that he is the aggressive one, he must be the best between them. The Messiah, he said, from their fruits you shall know them. From their fruits. Mr. Proud Indonesian, Let me show you an example of the Muslims. Drama. Let me freeze the text. Okay, this is Indonesian Muslim. You know, they are angry because I make a lot of Indonesian leave Islam. Look what he said. Arabian Prophet, are you talking about yourself now because you have not a good looking face, brother? Yes, my brother, I don't have a good looking face, but I have a very good looking brain. And that is way important from you having a good face. Because with your face, it doesn't make a difference. But with my brain, it makes a difference. So this is how foolish you are. And by the way, do you know how I look like? You don't know. I make fun of myself because simply I'm very humble. Extremely humble. I don't want to hurt others by making fun of their look, so I make fun of myself. But because you are very hateful, you did not understand our conversation, trying to learn something good from it. I just said that Jesus said, from their fruit you shall know them. And this is how we learn about you, Mr. Proud Indonesian Muslim. Your fruit is ugly. Go and see what you are doing to the Christian in Indonesia. If Islam is a good religion, you should be nice to them. You should be protecting them. You should be giving them their freedom to worship. And you should be a very wonderful person with every human being around you, not only the Muslims, but with the Christians, the Hindus, the Buddhas, everybody. From their fruits, you shall know them. So my friend, don't be like the Muslims who follow Muhammad, the fool. The Muslims, they have videos about Muhammad, how white he is. Go watch it. Anyone watch the video? There's a guy, his name is Mufti. The Mufti, huh? We look at the moon, we look at the Prophet. We look at the moon, we look at the Prophet. We look at the moon, we look at the Prophet. We look at the moon, we look at the Prophet. And brother, my brother, the face of the Prophet was whiter than the moon. But what the heck? This is how you are, racist. You are following a racist cult leader who they are praised for he is white. To the point they are writing in their books, do you know how white under his arm? Do you know how beautiful his belly button? In front of us, we have an Asian person, and we put a white man and a black man, and all of us are equal. In Islam, no. Muhammad even, he made fun of the look of the black people. And he claimed that black people will go to hell. And Muhammad, he made fun of the Asian people, and he claimed that Asian people have a face which hit by a hammer. So we go back to our topic because this Muhammadan, they try to disturb our peace. Don't let them. The Messiah said that from their fruits you shall know them. So all the person we show in this screen before, we should not really judge by the face, because some people, they have a very tough face. Very tough. But they might be the most friendly people ever you can imagine. And there are some people who have a very friendly face, but they can be fraud, scary, criminals. Don't let the face fool you. I'm not speaking about this person. I don't know him. His face looked very friendly. He looked very nice person. But not necessarily that if you have a nice, friendly face, regardless of how you look like. I mean, the friendly is a friendly, because the friendly doesn't mean that you are handsome, but they are friendly. Let us say, people, when they see you, they relax, they like you. So some of us, maybe they have that face, and some of us, they don't have that face, but it doesn't matter really. What matters is the fruit. The fruit of this person. Not the face. sadly, in this earth, we judge. Even when you get married, you marry the face. The first thing you like about the person is the face. Then after you get married, the face start talking, and then you will notice that this tongue is like the tongue of the devil, regardless if it's a man or a woman. Most of a human being, actually, they marry the look. They are not even marrying the person, they are marrying the look of the person. There's even some people, they have a description. There's a description list. How tall he or she will be. How much she or he weight. What is the color of their hair. What the color of the eyes. And how long the hair. And how big. Madness. This is why a human being always, when he do that, he face a failure. Because you did not know the person yet. You know his look. And you judge by his look. And you married his look. And this look will change. Every human being, all of us, I'm not saying I'm not like you. For me, if I want to marry a woman, for sure I would like to marry a beautiful woman, right? But beautiful for me in which way? How we can see beauty, and what is a beauty for us? Is that the friendly face? Is it a smart woman? Deep thinking women? Shallow women? Because, by the way, some men, they don't like a smart woman. A smart woman for them is pain. For me, I think it's hard for me to be with a woman she is not smart. It's going to be very painful, actually. And I would be proud about her to be even smarter than me. Many, because they are not self-confident, they don't want competition. Only want a smart person in the house. Because if we have too smart, who is going to be in control here, right? Because he is not self-confident, so he think if the wife is smart, educated, that is a threat for him. So we shall not relate in a look to make decisions. Does CP like Indonesian women? I mean, my friend, what's wrong with Indonesian women? First of all, I never met one. Actually, I did, I think, once. Yeah. But anyway, women are women. Indonesian women, Arab women, American women, white, black, women are women, and men are men. All of us, we have a blood. All of us, we have heart. All of us, we have emotion. All of us, we love. We get happy. We have sadness. We are human. There's nothing is called Indonesian, and this does not exist really, unless you are racist. What is exist is the quality. So instead of focusing in a look of a face or a shape of a body, why we don't focus in the quality? This person for me will be wonderful if I know what he do, how helpful he is to the society, how much he accomplished, how many people loves him. Because maybe he is a friendly by the face, but maybe he harmed many. There's some very good looking friendly face, even they are priests, but they are child molesters, like the prophet of the Muhammadan. It's very important that we don't judge a person by his look. And actually, this is why I wanted to share those pictures with you. And we would do that from time to time. We choose different topic, different pictures, because life is a story, and people who are before us, they bring a lot of stories. Now look at this picture here with me. What do you see here in this picture? Let me make it bigger. What do you see in this picture? Anyone can tell me something? What do you know? A Muslim is talking, just wait. Muslim abroad in Indonesia, Muslim saying, how do you know the quality of a person without first impression? Doesn't matter what is your religion. All people will look at the look first. Yeah, this is for you because you're a Muslim. Jesus, he gave us the wisdom as a guideline. He said from their fruits, not from the first impression. Jesus, he said, be aware of false teacher who come to you in a clothes of a sheep, but they are wolves. You see the wisdom? So the first impression is a sheep. The last impression, you will be in his dish. This is why you are a fool following Muhammad. We are following the most wise, amazing wisdom of God. They come to you in the clothes of a sheep, but they are wolves. They will eat you alive. That is the teaching of my Lord. Now, what do you see, guys, here? Two older friends together. Wonderful. What else? They are planning to have coffee. Okay. Two older friends talking to each other. They know each other for years. Genuine compassion. Okay. Wisdom. Confused old man. Why you say that? Guys, look here. DV, with my respect to DV, look what he said. Look what he saw in this picture. Confused old man. How in the world this person look for you confused? Like what he did exactly. What he did. Why you are seeing him confused? That's very strange. One happy, one confused. Why? Okay, listen. There's a conversation. There's one is talking, there's one is listening. The one is listening is giving full attention. Let us zoom in the picture. And the woman here is listening. So how that can be confused? Actually, it's the opposite. Because a confused person, he cannot focus. A confused person, he will not even listen. The man is talking, the woman is listening. And actually, I see a very interesting moment here. It's like history. All the lives of those two people, who they are in very old age, is coming to a moment. They met. And here I notice that this old man, he is holding two sticks in his hand. He have two sticks, which means hardly he can walk. And yet he got the time and the moment and the joy to stand and wait and to talk to this lady. Look like this guy, he knew how to live. Or let us say, even though he is in old age, yet he's enjoying his old age. And he found a moment which is very interesting when he saw an old woman, but maybe she is not in his age, or maybe she is in his age, but she is in better health, to talk about their life. Do you remember this person? Do you see that person? God knows what they are talking about. But in this moment here, I see that why we don't look at ourselves in this picture. Why you think? What do you think if you are in his age? What you will be doing? Why we always, when we look at old people, we see something not nice, confused, as somebody said. You will be there, my friend. You will be in his age. It's just a matter of time. This guy, one day, he was a very healthy, jumping upside down, going to the 5th floor in 2 seconds, you know, like very healthy. And look at him now. That is you. That is you if you are a man, and that is you if you are a woman. That is us. The problem is that we always look at them as if they are from different world, just because we are younger. And here you notice that a human being, because of his foolishness, he forgot that he will be there one day, in the same corner, holding the same kind of a stick. And maybe even you are not lucky to stand like him. This guy, he can walk. There's many people in his age, they cannot walk. So I advise you, when you look at old people, not to make fun of them and say silly stuff, because this will be you. It's just a matter of time. For me, actually, I see a very peaceful person, humble, happy somehow, and he having interesting conversation, and obviously both of them, they are enjoying it. Otherwise, there is no way to old people who get tired fast from standing to stand and talk. Shall we show more pictures or enough? What do you think, guys? Enough pictures? Do you like this training? By the way, this is a training. This is a training, so will help you in a spiritual life, will help you, you know, the Hindus, they have yoga. We do not need their yoga. We have better yoga. We have very, very, very wise teaching of the Lord. And we have eyes and we have heart. Why we don't use them? One more? Okay. Have you ever before, any of you, practiced such a thing before? I mean, before me? Anyone before he's, you know, like he thought about what we are doing like today? Let us see. Okay, I found something very interesting. صور بدون تعليق. Well, this is not صور بدون, this is the opposite. This is صور, this is pictures with comment. We are not making it without. This is totally the opposite. Look at this gentleman. I believe he is like, you know, this is like a kind of a taxi in India, you know. It's like a bicycle where people sit in the back. Right? What do you think about this person? What do you think? hard worker. Okay. Be aware of those, like there is filthy people coming here in the chat. All right. Don't click at they come back, they are like bugs. You see here example of the bugs of life. This is a creature, a human being. He's going around to spread sex website. So, he can steal your password and you go there to the website and they have a spyware. Be aware of those filthy creatures. You see, God, he created all kinds of people. But yes, there is bugs. But they look like a human being. And this is one of them. Perverted people. So what do you think about this person? Strong man? Strong old man? Absolutely he's strong. I mean, how this man in this age, he is able to put people behind him and, work, hard work. What else do you think? Anyone? Anyway, those people, they cannot post big website here because website is banned. So only the text is appearing. So let them waste their time. No problem. What else? You can tell me. Yeah, anyone can call, but we have a topic is about those pictures. Yeah, those people are hackers, so they, you ban them, they come back. Don't worry about them. They will notice that their link is not going through, so they will leave. Strong. What else? That's it. Strong old man. Happy with life. Okay. He wait to carry you. Interesting. Proud. I'm not sure about this one. Proud. Do he look proud? I know. A man who knows his way around. Interesting. A fighter. Look like he enjoy his job. Experienced traveler person. He used to posing for photos. That's a good one. Funny one. Don't seem happy. Life experience. Very dignified, proud man. Humble. Deep thinker. Very interesting. Well, you see, many of us did not notice. There's many things in this picture, actually. Like we saw that he is strong. I don't know why you think he's strong. Is that because he put his foot in the top of the... Or maybe because he is driving a bicycle where he have to take them? When you are living in a poor society, life is very tough. And doing this job is not because you are strong, not necessarily, but because this is what you can do. And this is what is available. Otherwise, you will be homeless. This person, many of you think that he's enjoying what he's doing. I don't think so. But let us say he adjusts his life to what he have. Imagine yourself in this age. This guy may be in his 70-something. And yet to make living, you have to drive a bicycle all day long. People sit behind you and give you a few rupees. So what do you do with a few rupees? Just to buy some bread to eat, to survive. Very simple life. Very basic. This person for sure, he have no retirement. Tomorrow God knows what will bring to him. I see in his face, and I'm going to zoom in his face so you can focus, because most of you maybe focus in the physical body, in the position of his, in himself on the in his bike, but we did not really focus in the face. What do you think? Good move, beard. Boring for life. He look almost like he is sad. Sad inside. Tired. Some confusion. I'm just reading the comment. Look happy. I mean, look at the different. There is the very opposing ideas about what we see. We are seeing the same picture, but if you look at the comment, everyone he have his own way to see the face. You know, one of the amazing things that when you reach the point that you are very poor, because obviously he's very poor, your life, or let us say the system of life you're used to it as a poor person, will make you subdued, like you give up. I see this person, he give up to the life he have. I don't see him strong. Maybe physically he's strong, but he give up. He give up, and he is doing the same thing maybe since he was a child. All his life is doing the same thing, and he own nothing except this card. So his entire life doing the same job with no security, with no guarantee for tomorrow, with no accomplishment, and he submit. Maybe he submit to God, said, God, you are my provider. Maybe he submit to life, what I can do, I'm just poor. I cannot change it, there's nothing better. How many of you wish to be in his place? Those Volt said, he is thinking about his children and grandchildren's. He is happy and content. Anyone like to be him? Let us be honest. Because the one who see him happy, do you like to be him? Why we don't like to be him? What happened? What is the reason you don't like to be him? No way, somebody's saying. he is not a Christian. No, we are not talking about he's a Christian. You never know. He might be a Christian. How you know? You know, Indian people, they have the customs and clothes and etc. You know, maybe he's Hindu, maybe he's a Christian. At the end of the day, he's a human being. We are talking about the human being. Right? Proud Indonesian says he's a loser. Why he's a loser? You see, he's poor. You see, proud Indonesian, he said he's a loser. Okay. So, if every poor is a loser, that's shame on you to say that, because he's poor because he have no better choice. Maybe he never been in school. Maybe he never have a chance to somebody to pay for his school. I remember a story I've been told about a guy who is an orphan. He's an orphan. He cannot afford to go to school. This is a long time ago, you know. This is a story my dad told me. He got a kid and they agreed to fight together. Why? Because if they fight, they go to jail, and then in jail they will teach them how to write, how to read. So what do you expect from a person like this? I mean, there is nothing. The life provide them nothing. He have no parents, he have no father, no mother. He's just a street boy. He wished to go to school. Imagine they decide to go to jail to learn. This person, he is born in a poor society. Opportunity is zero. So he is a loser for what? Because you don't have what you have? The fact it might be the opposite. Because he have nothing, he's born in a poor society, but look, he's not begging for money like many. I see in the street here in USA, people who they are 6 foot tall, very healthy, holding a card in his hand. I am unemployed, please give me some money to buy a sandwich. How shameful. This person is not begging for money. He is more than 70 years old and he is working for his food, and he is a man. He's a real man. I respect him. He is poor because he is born in India and everybody around him is poor. The income is low. The opportunity is very limited, and I'm sure he'd never been in school. So I think this person deserves respect. He can sit in the floor, in the ground, and say, look at me, I'm an old man, you know, please feed me. Look, he's not doing that. He's a hard-working man. So all what we said about this person, which is bringing many contradictions to how he is. He's tough, he's sad, he is content, he is happy. Somebody is saying he have grandsons, he is proud of them, etc. But the most important is he's independent, even though in his age. You see, when we get old, we need assistance. You know, especially if you are born in countries where there is no security. There's no retirement. Who's going to feed this person if he gets sick? This person should be sitting at home, watching TV. Retired. I saw a video actually about a journalist from Iraq. He got killed. Imagine the filthy mullahs, they killed him. Because this person in the video, he was saying, look at this old woman, she is like 90 years old, and she is pushing a cart to sell ice and water. You believe it? Because of this video, they killed him. They killed him and they killed the one who is holding the camera. Because a country like Iraq, full of oil, yet there's someone in the age of your grandma selling ice and water in the street, pushing a cart which a camel cannot push. For me, I have to pay respect for this man, for he did not, yes, he submit, he surrender. I'm poor. Country that I live in is poor. No opportunity. Very poor people. But look, he submit, yes, but he is working. He did not, and he is not begging for money so somebody else will feed him. Let us see. That is the real definition of corruption. I'm not sure what do you mean. The majority of rich people are Christians and Jews. I think you guys should give half of your money to the people. You see, Indonesian Muslims, when tsunami hit Indonesia, #1 country in the world who donate money is American. And at the same time, the Muslims, they were celebrating the death of the infidel because of tsunami. And they start posting Photoshop pictures of tsunami killing the infidels who don't worship Allah because they thought that those who die there are Muslims. Sorry, non-Muslims. So what are you talking about? And about being rich, who is the Sultan of Brunei? Who is the King of Saudi Arabia? Who is the Prince of Qatar? They have money to build a mosque in Manhattan, but they don't have money to send to Somalia. We are the one who is sending rescue to Somalia, and we are the one who is feeding the poor Muslims. So shame on you. When a woman, she was dying in the desert, and the man he walked by, she told him, please, some food, and she's a Muslim woman, and he is a Muslim man. He said, take off your panty, and I will give you food. The woman is dying. She took off her panty. And then she went to Umar al-Khattab, the caliphate, and she told him, this person, he raped me. He told her, tell me the story. Umar, the filthy Umar, he said, this is your dowry. Imagine. This is your dowry. If you go to the Quran, it says that those who want to do... let me show you the verse. Just because this, they love to disturb our peace. But it's okay. Let us give them some spank. Look what the Quran is saying about the orphans. Chapter 4, verse number 3. Read and laugh at your filthy Quran. If you fear that you shall not be able to deal justly with the orphan, then go and have sex with women not married. It doesn't say married, it says nikah. Women of your choice, what the orphan have to do with marrying women or having sex with women. Okay, it says be good to the orphan. Okay, we got that. Then what do you mean if you fear that you shall not be able to be dealing justly with the orphan? Then go and do nikah to women. He's saying what he's saying. What is the connection? If you go to chapter 65, verse number 4, it's talking about divorcing little children. This is your prophet, my friend. Talking about rich and poor. Are they the orphan who you married them for sex? You refuse to give them a sandwich unless they marry you? Go and read the interpretation of chapter 65, verse number 4. It says, those children who they are too young to have their period, and now we are talking about divorcing them. That is your religion. Talking about the poor and the rich. Go and see what the Muslim did to the refugee from Syria, in Jordan, in Saudi Arabia. They rape their women. They start buying their women. Go to Germany and see the Syrian, they're being given a free apartment, free education, free health insurance. Go to USA, go to France, wherever you go, the Christian, they take Muslim refuge and they give them everything for free. Go to Muslim country and see what they give to a refugee. This is why Muslims don't want to go to Muslim countries. This is why they are desperately trying to go to the Kuffar land, because the Muslim land is hell. Muslims are not fair. Muslims are, you know, in order for a Muslim to give you $1 donation, he have to sleep with your daughter. When tsunami hit your country, you idiot, it was American who sent the biggest money ever. The king of Saudi Arabia, he sent $10 million. $10 million, his bathroom cost more. I assure you that his bathroom cost more than $10 million. Now, we go back to our topic. Actually, we should not allow those people to disturb us in this topic because they are here just to disturb. Shall we show more pictures? Let us see. I'm trying to find an interesting picture. Until now, I don't see really much. Interesting. Sometimes we get lucky, we find an interesting picture, but now I'm seeing just normal stuff. All right, we will take it to different level. Let us see how you guys will think about this. What do you think when you see such a thing? Any thought? Masterful? Spider. It's beautiful. Someone saying natural, beautiful. God. Amazing creature. Amazing. Spider web remind me of Salim Muhammad tales. It is an art. That is gold in perfect ratio. a miracle, spider trap, spider myth of a cave, wormhole, smart insert, wonderful work of art, God fingerprint. You know, have you ever think about, I mean, how this is little tiny spider, he can think about this. Isn't it amazing? I mean, how even he start? And how he decide where to start from. You see, if you want to hang a picture in the wall, you will find yourself putting the nails in 10 different places and you get it wrong. How this little tiny insect, because if you don't notice with me, the middle is hanged on nothing, literally. The start is here, in the middle. How does little insect have such an engineering ability? Here. And how it is very, if you notice that the lines, they extend, like the distance between them, bigger and bigger the farther we go from the center. In the center, it's very tight. How this insect is learning this? You know, the amazing thing that those insects, they don't go through a training time, which means they don't have time even to be trained. Like we go to school as a human. If to drive, we need to learn how to drive. To swim, we need somebody to teach us how to swim. Even to go to the bathroom, you need somebody to tell you how to go to the bathroom as a baby. Otherwise, you will do it everywhere. How does insects who have a very short life, some of them they live even for a few weeks, right away, from the point of existence, they have a job to do and they do it perfectly. Right? Musti, my friend, we don't do a fair debate. We do spanking debate. You know, you did not debate even with David Wood, you cowards. You made fun of him because you are a bunch of cowards. You lied to him. And this is why you are running away from me. All of you are potatoes. All of you. My Skype is open. If there is any Muslim have the guts, call me. Fair open debate. Go just to change your diaper. You know? Let me tell you why you are thinking you are running away from calling me. Because you think that Christian Prince have a whip, spider web waiting for you, and your legs are very long and they will hold there, and he will grab your leg. Coward potatoes. Man enough and call me. Christian Prince, he humiliate Islam and he humiliate the God of Islam and the potato Muhammad, sitting in his short, drinking his tea and his coffee in his comfort zone. You like it? Do it. You don't like it? Go drink camel urine. Any Muslim would like to explain to us? The fact is that Muhammad, the filthy Muhammad, he said in the Quran that the most weak house is the house of the spider. Anyone here agree with that? Who here agree that the house of the spider is the most weak one? Is it really weak, the house of the spider? What do you think? Anyone can tell us? Is the house of the spider weak? You can go right now to Google and you will find that according to scientific study, that the spider web can be the best bulletproof, very extremely strong. You know, do you see how thin the line of the spider, yet it can carry him? So how that can be weak? Imagine little tiny saliva come from your mouth, and that saliva is going to carry your body. Let's say you are 200 pounds. How that can be weak? So the one who made the example is very stupid, because the house of the spider is one of the strongest, can resist storms, rain, even snow, and insects go there, big ones, and they cannot get out. And if we go right now, some of you can do it right now. Search on Google about the spider web, how strong it is. It's amazing. Every night I have a cat, and this cat, she come to visit me. She jump in the window. It's a hunter cat, you know, those hunter. It's like a real tiger. This cat, he walked, you know, like he walked like slowly, and he's watching like between the grass if anything move. Anyway, this spider is let us say, is used as a term in our life in many ways. Actually, we are in the spider network. That's what they call it. The web, right? The web. The web is coming from here. You open a website. Because you notice that this is a connection net. There's like wiring going around, and it doesn't matter where you go, which line you take, you will end in the middle. Very smart creation to survive. The spider is very smart. He don't want to go to work. He worked once. He made a web. He go to sleep. His job is one time done job. He make the web. He go take a nap. He wake up when an insect hit his web and start shaking it. Very smart. Very interesting. I create a system which will give me comfort, and I am created to get rid of insect, but he himself is an insect. So what we can say here, that God, he made a balance. So those insects will not go and increase in a certain way. So snakes have a reason to exist. Spiders have a reason to exist. The insect who the spider eat them have a reason to exist, but there's a balance. And the adjustment of this balance is here. The chain of food is a balance. There's many people, they hate spider, right? I mean, they get scared from it. And actually, it can be very dangerous. Some spider can kill you. Like in Australia, spiders there are very, very, very dangerous, very poison. Like their bite is really harmful. But at the end of the day, we cannot forget that all of this is a balance. It's a system built in an amazing millions, if not billions, of kind of insect. But all of them make us survive. Make you as a human survive. How many of you hate cats? Anyone hate cats? Who hate cats here? Anyone? Okay, how many of you like cats? You hate cats? Okay, we find some people, they hate cats. Why you hate cats? Why you hate them? Look, this cat is looking at you like, what? You hate me? Like, what? You are allergic to cat, but that's not a reason to hate them, right? I dislike cats. Okay. They are spoiled. You see, spoiled because you spoiled them, but they are not spoiled. Cats are very useful, creature. They can kill snakes. They can free your yard from spiders. They can save your children, actually. Cats are very powerful creature, by the way. Cats can fight dogs. They chase dogs. They can even kill dogs. Cats even, they can scare a bear. You believe it? Go and watch videos on YouTube. Very powerful creature. But at the same time, it's very sneaky and make you, let us say, a cat is tricky. They make you feed them like meow, meow, like the simple, but cats are really powerful. So cats can be very useful if you don't spoil them and feed them 24 hours a day, which means let them hunt for their food. Feed them a little bit so they come to the yard, but don't feed them every day by yourself. Let them hunt. Clean your yard from insect, bad stuff, spiders, whatever. They can kill snakes easy. Right? Cat, the way, is our prophet most favorite? Well, I don't know about that. Where it says that your prophet, he like cats. Okay, let us talk about this. Your favorite, your prophet favorite is cats? I never saw your prophet have a cat. Can you show me a hadith? I don't remember one. I remember there's a guy, his name is Abu Hurairah, the father of cats, because he have too many cats around him. But your prophet, he hate dogs. And obviously he have mental issue with dogs. He have a phobia. Especially black dogs. Right? Black dogs scare your prophet to death. And here you see that Muhammad is an immature person. First, he believed in superstition. He believed that the black dog is the devil, which is very stupid of him, obviously. He's mentally ill. Secondly, he's racist. He think that just because of your color, you are evil. So because this poor dog is a black, he's evil. And this is additional proof that Muhammad is mentally ill and he is not a good example to follow. In fact, Muhammad, he hated all dogs. And he ordered to kill all dogs. And he said, if dogs is not a nation, like other nations, I would love to kill you, all of you. And that is due to the mental illness Muhammad is suffering from. If you go in the Muhammad Yellow Pages book, the Quran or in the Hadith, we will find the following. The Prophet, he raised his voice and he ordered all dogs to be killed, except the dogs for herding. And how he accepted that? Because people, they complain, otherwise he start killing all the dogs. People, they complain and they say to him, well, we have dogs for herding, for our sheep. So after he killed all the dogs, he agreed to let some dogs live, for he is filthy man. You don't eat dogs like Christian in Indonesia. You drink camel urine. And I don't know about eating dogs, if Christian eat dogs. Maybe the Christians who eat dogs in Indonesia, as you claim, maybe because they used to be Buddhists before. I'm not sure about that. But what about eating a human, Mr. Indonesian? Do Islam teach you to eat a human? So you don't eat dogs, but you eat a human. Do you like to call me and I will show you that you Muslims believe in eating a human? Right now? Just to show you how coward they are. Do you dare to call me and I will show you right now that you Muslims are ordered and you are allowed to eat a human? Are you there? Why you don't call me? Are you the same as Fifi? No CP. It doesn't say that. Call me and say no CP. Do you dare? Who dare? Who is a Muslim he dare to call me right now? My Skype is open. And we will see if Islam teach you to eat a human or not. Look like maybe, I don't know, maybe we have a Muslim. Let us see this guy. We missed his call. Look like he don't have internet. It's a bad day to call. I will call you at night time. You know, you remind me of a guy. He was a Muslim too. He is very proud. He want to beat everybody. But the second I want to fight with him, he says, today is not good day. Tomorrow we will fight. Tomorrow. Today is not really, you know, my arm is hurting. I'm not really ready. Just next week. And we never fight. We never have a fight. But he want to fight everybody. I was a kid at that time. This is you. When the last time you called me? Proud Muslim, when the last time you called me? So today is not a good day. When that day, the good day, which you can call me, is coming, is going to happen this year, next century? All of you are Fifi and Mimi. Excuses. You will call me at night? Okay, until you call me at night, I'm going to block you. Because you are just disturbing our topic and you are being stupid. We are not even talking about Islam and you come like bugs from time to time. So look at this. Every one of us have different, let us say, idea about animals. Some, they hate dogs. They are scared of dogs. Some, they love dogs. Some, they hate cats. Some, they love cats. Some, even they grow a spider in their house. They have like a tank where they grow a spider or a snake. Some, they go crazy if they see a spider or a snake. So why every one of us, we as a human, yet we have different reception for animals or creatures? What do you think? What is really the reason? Why not all a human, they love the same animals? Why some of us hate dogs or fear dogs, some of us like cats or hate the cats? What is the reason? I trust dogs more than a human. Yeah, maybe this can be true. What do you think? For sure, dogs is a great animals to have, especially in the old days. I mean, old days they are. I mean, they are the best friend. Farmers, people are villagers. Until now, if you are a villager, if you are a person who have sheep, you have etc., the dog is hard working actually beside you. If you go watch the videos in YouTube of those who do harding, you will find that the dog is the one who's doing all the job, not the man. The man is just sitting in his ass doing nothing. So those can be very smart, protective. They can protect your family, and they can be harmful too. But why all of us we don't have the same feeling for the same animals? I will tell you about cats as I think about them. I think cats are very useful, but they are not trustworthy and they are not loyal. This is true, right? Cats are very useful, but don't feed them. Like you can have them in your house. If you have insects, they will kill them. If a snake gets inside your yard, they will kill it. Doesn't matter how powerful the snake is. As long as you don't feed them. Like you feed them just to keep them in the house from time to time. But if you make them lazy, they are, I mean, what the use of a cat in the house? If she is lazy and she became fat, she can't even walk. There's no need. But dogs are loyal and they have a feeling to you. And because they have feeling, that makes them dangerous, by the way. Because their emotion is strong. Not like the cats. The cats is kind of a programmed insect, like the spider. They see nothing in you except somebody providing food. They can replace their owner in a second, and they will not even feel that the owner is gone. Dogs, they cry if you die. Literally, they cry. So what I'm trying to say that all animals can be useful, depend how we approach them and how we use them. And animals, they use us too. There's many people, they own dogs, but the dogs, he own them. It's not the opposite. So today we mention many pictures, we show many things, and we come to different conclusions about them. And we notice that when we judge picture, we just try to understand the person by the look. And most likely, we are going to have a wrong decision based on the look. Like Muhammad, the black dog is the devil. The yellow dog is fine. We should not do that. We should always do our best to judge by the fruits. And that even goes for animals. Right? Laurie saying about cats have I'm not saying cats don't have emotion. No, my friend, they feel pain. They are a creature. God, he gave them blood and feeling. This is not what I meant. But what I mean, that cats don't even miss you if you go, really. I mean, they can change the owner. Easy. Dogs, they get hurt if their owner disappear. Dogs are very attached to the person, especially if the dog he grew up with you since he was a puppy. Right? Anyway, so the time we spent today, it was very useful. I hope that's what we did today. It was a great training for our brain and the way we think and the way we see things. It's very important. But we have a person here is ask. He want to ask a question about Paul. I don't want to forget him, even if this is not our topic. Let us see. Where is this gentleman? Okay, what is your question, my friend? No, I know cats actually. In my parents' house, their house is kind of, we have a lot of trees, big yard, cats, No, we have actually. But cats are not loyal. They don't really care. They don't care. I'm waiting for this gentleman who have a question about Paul. About Tafsir, Al-Qurtubi, Sunan al-Nisa'i. My friend, you said about Paul. Tafsir al-Nisa'i, Tafsir, etc. We spoke about those many times. The Muslims, in their interpretation, they say that Paul is a messenger of Allah, which mentioned in the Quran, and that's it. What we will talk about it. It is a story of how the Christian became polytheist because of Paul. Okay. Okay, he's saying it's funny. Okay, maybe wrong time. I thought you have a question, my friend, about Paul. This is not a question about Paul. This is a question about Islam. All right. Exactly, cats, they can return to the place where they grow, or let's say they used to live, but they are not about the person. Dogs are different. Dogs are very loyal. However, I believe that God, he created all animals for a reason, and the smart of us who is use those animals in a smart way. If you own a dog and this dog is controlling you, that's mean you are not doing the right thing. If you own cats, especially there's some people, they have like 10 cats. I don't know what that is, kind of a disorder of thinking. I mean, why you want to have 10 cats in an apartment? There's something wrong. Well, obviously this person feels too much lonely. And maybe we should make a video about being lonely and animals. Company of an animal is very good. It's very healthy, actually. Especially if you're a person, look, you live yourself by yourself, you're an old person. Animal can help you really a lot from being alone. But you should not exaggerate in how many animals you have, because then you will be like just owned by them. They are controlling you. I remember once I was living in an apartment close to a river, and then a woman, she come to the base of the river, the side of the river. She opened the door of her car, and man, dog after dog after dog after dog. I mean, I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it was like 8 dogs. 8 dogs. Why in the world a human being who live in a city, obviously in an apartment, will have 8 dogs? Why you need 8 dogs? That is a disorder. That is something wrong. That means this woman, she spent her life just with those dogs. She have no life. Because those dogs, they need somebody to take care of them. You know, you remember in the Bible it says that Sabbath was made for the man, not the man made for Sabbath. Some people, they do the opposite. Animals are made for the man, not the man is made for the animals. Some people, they made themselves the opposite. So they became servants and slaves of those animals. Cloudy Kaaba Twilight, thanks and blessing from Tokyo. Hey, my friend Cloudy, you are from Tokyo. I want to go to Japan, my friend. Actually, I was planning to go to Japan last year, but because it was very expensive, I did not go. Like rent there is very expensive. Still, I'm planning to go. Actually, I love to go to Japan. Maybe in the future I will be able to go there. Because I was in Korea and I have some extra time, I said to myself, actually I went to Japan already, but I mean I want to go to Tokyo, specifically to Tokyo, and it was really expensive. The rent there is very expensive. Actually, you believe it or not, your name is a Cloudy Kaaba Toilet. The first time I went to Japan, I took a picture of the bathroom. The bathroom in the airport, like I was like a guy coming from a village, you know, who never saw a bathroom before. I mean, the bathroom in the airport in Japan, it's like a surgery room. Electronic devices, everything. There's a bum for hot water, cold water, for your bum. I mean, I took a picture, honestly. I couldn't believe it that this is a bathroom. I thought I entered a wrong room. I never saw something like this before. Never. And the bathroom was so super clean. It's like a surgery room. You know? So maybe one day I can go and meet this brother there in Tokyo. You are not alone? What does that mean, Shinta? Yeah, I took a picture of the toilet. I have them actually. I have them. I have them in my in the cloud. Yeah, because it was kind of strange. You see, I've been in many places in the world. I never saw such a thing before. You will not understand what I'm talking about unless you go and see. I will try to find those pictures so I can show you what I'm talking about. You know? Yeah, actually, I can look for it. I'm sure I will find it. And the funny, I went to, I mean, this was the first picture I took in Japan. A bathroom. You know, because, you know, when you say to people how it is, which is very high tech, very high tech. You know, you are in Japan. Welcome to Japan. But if you describe to people, they won't understand. I mean, they will say, well, why this guy is making it a big deal? What is the big deal? It's a bathroom. How many of you have been in the airport in Japan? Anyone? I wish in America we can have the same. We don't. You know, I mean, we have big airports, yes, we have etc. But it's not really that not that good. Yeah. But anyway, thank God I don't live in Japan because it's very expensive. And if you are even a wealthy person, you will not be able to buy a little tiny apartment. You know, a property there is extremely expensive, very small, very tiny. And I know I don't really like it. But to visit will be a wonderful experience to be there, you know. But to live there, I don't think so. I think the price, like I saw in Korea, the price of a small, tiny apartment studio is like $600,000. Very scary. I mean, how you can afford it? Very expensive. Yeah. Anyway, guys, I want to say thank you. And there's earthquake for free. Yeah. Yeah, there's earthquake. Uh, you know, many of us, we have lucky things, but we don't notice. Got a nice beach house. You can have all yourself. Thank you, Cloudy. I appreciate that. God bless, my friend. You know, there's many of us, maybe we are born in a poor country, like, you know, you're Indonesian as an example. But you are lucky. There's many good things people, they dream to have. You know, a villager who live in an island in Indonesia, he have all this beautiful sea, the beautiful scenery, every day. Simple life. You are poor, yes, but you have really a good life. Then you will see somebody, he will live in different place in Europe. He work all year long. To do what? To go and stay in your island for 2 weeks. You know what I mean? He is the one who lives supposedly in a fancy country, rich country. But he work hard to get 2 weeks of your weeks. Just 2. Good night, Sonia. You know what I'm saying? So which one of us is having a better life? The poor guy who live in a small tiny village in the beach, very beautiful, or this guy who have a big salary, but yet he cannot have your 2 weeks in the beach. Do you remember before? We quoted a story about a guy who went to a village. This is let us finish with this story. Supposedly a businessman, he was going vacation, and he saw a fisherman, very poor fisherman. You know, he's just a fisherman. That's what he do for a living. So, you know, he found him sitting in the coffee shop. You know, they have like a village coffee shop, very simple, where villagers and fishermen, they sit and, you know, they have good time. So the businessman, he asked the fisherman, so how many hours you work a day? The fisherman, he said, I go very early. By 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm done. And he said to him, what do you do after that? What do you do after those hours, the rest of the day? Should I relax? I said, relax, enjoy, have fun, meet my friends, we talk, having a good time. Okay. The businessman, he said to him, why you don't fish many hours so you can save more money and then you have a better income? The fisherman, he said to him, okay, after I have better income, what I will do? He said, then you can buy, instead of having one boat, you can have 3, 4, 5 boats. Fisherman, he said, okay, after having 3, 4 boats, what I will do? He said, you hire people to work as fishermen for you. And then you became really, you start having more and more money. The fisherman, he said, okay, and what after I have this? He said, then you establish a company for fishing. And hundreds of people will work for you. And then uh, you became a big company. The fisherman said, okay, after I got this and became a big company and hundreds of people working for me, what happened? He said, then you will have a stock, your company will be in the stock market. You will become extremely rich. And then the fisherman, he said, okay, and after I became extremely rich, my company in the stock market, what I would do? He said, then you can go and relax in the beach. The fisherman, he said to him, but I am already relaxing. I'm already now, I just told you, I walk 3 hours a day. And then, and the rest of the day, I'm just relaxing with my friends. I mean, do you see the madness? So he was trying to convince the fisherman to work like a donkey so he can relax, which he have already. So all of this to tell me I will sit in the beach again? I am in the beach already. I'm relaxing. I'm happy. I'm fine. So this was an advice of a fool businessman. And this is what happened to many of us. We think that if we collect more money and more money and more money, we will be happy. And when at the end of the day, what? To become like a villager. So the villager really is happy more than you. His life is simple. His production is enough for him. And he's enjoying vacation you don't enjoy. How many vacation I will enjoy in my life? If you ask yourself a very simple question, okay, let us say you are 60 years old. How many weeks of the 60 years old person you had for yourself for good time? You might find yourself have a few weeks. Because most of people, by the way, their job don't allow them to take more than 15 days vacation total in the whole year. And that, 15 days will go through the year. You have to go to somebody wedding party, somebody occasion, etc. Your vacation is gone. So there is the majority of Americans, they never even been in foreign country, which means they don't even have a passport. This is why I say to those who are from Indonesia, you should be happy, especially if you're a person who live not in a very crowded, crazy city. Let us say small, simple town, close an island to a beach. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your life. Martin Elias saying, you've been always a Christian? No, I cannot say I've been always a Christian, because if you by birth, that does not make me a Christian. Yes, I'm born from a Christian family, but remember the Bible says you have to be reborn again, right? So there's no one is always a Christian. We make a choice and we are Christian. So guys, I want to say thank you for being here. I hope we have a good time. Was it a good marathon with pictures today? Do you like us to repeat this marathon? This let us say relaxing time and thinking about pictures? For me, I find it very useful. I find it very helpful to do some training to our brain, so we think deeper and we learn how to think deep, not to be shallow. And because we are a group and every one of us, he come with an idea, those ideas, they will open doors for us. So we see in this image something I did not see before. By your help, I see it. And that's why I'm asking, like, what do you see in this picture? What do you see in that picture? Because when each one of us, he give his opinion, those who did not see that opinion, they will think about it. They will learn from it. Very good training for your brain. And in the same time, it's kind of a spiritual. In the same time, we learn that we should not really judge by an image. Sometimes the image can be deceiving, very deceiving. Judge by the fruits. So I want to say thank you for being here. I hope we have a good time. Feel free to download my video, share it with your friends. Soon we delete them. Until we see you soon again. Christ is our guidance. His wisdom is the way. His teaching is the best for us to learn from. And his practice is the best proof of his good teaching. And that's why he said that from their fruits you shall know them. The same as those fishermen. Imagine they go to fish, but they never come back with a fish. So how we know they are fishermen? Is that because they are in the boat? No, because they come back with a fish. That's what makes them fishermen. Is not being fishing, it is the fish you bring. That make you really a fisherman. So be fisherman as the disciple of Christ. They've been a fisherman, and they are really fishermen who fish so they can save a human being and bring them to Christ. Thank you. May the Lord bless you all, and enjoy your coming weekend for those who are already in Friday in Indonesia and India, etc. Until we see you tomorrow, Christ is Lord, and everything else is false. Thank you, and see you.